everybody, and welcome back to Arcangulus Gaming. Arcangulus here. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us a nice comment below. Now, I'm back after a couple of nights away at Torquay in the United Kingdom, and I thought I'd just get back into a bit of the old grind with, Lost Colony in Space Engineers. Now, last time I was doing this, I tried to use the mining vehicle to carve through the mountain up to the gold, and I failed miserably. I've just left my my all-terrain vehicle with the... Oh, excuse me, sorry, my throat's just gone suddenly... it went suddenly dry. With the ore detector, the large grid one, by the gold deposit. I rolled back a few saves to do this. As you see, I'm just heading, roughly back to home base. To be able to get my cargo vehicle, I'm going to create a load of sheet steel and, grab a load of other bits and pieces, and hopefully put together a small mining rig, above where the deposit is. It might take a few backwards and forwardsing once we get the baseline of this rig put in place, because we are going to need to probably craft more resources and things like that. So what we may want to do, actually, at some point, in hindsight, is actually create a mobile refinery, using like a basic refinery or something like that. It's not going to be as efficient. Oh, sorry, and an assembler. Can't forget the assembler. And basically, like I say, it's not going to be as efficient, but we are going to need to do something to be able to be able to create some resources on the fly without having to come all the way back here every single time. As it stands, we've got only 35 of these sheet plates at the moment anyway, so Control Shift click and we'll create 1,000 of those. Alright, let's get our alright, let's see if we can get this into place without smashing things up. There we go. What am I doing? Trying to lock it in place. Don't need to. Right. So, yeah, we've got all that going in there. So, just dump that on there for now. Alright. Let's see what we're going to need. Let's see, we're going to need a lot more power cells. I know that much for sure. Yeah, because for a large grid power cell, we're going to need 80. And we've only got 16. So, we're at power cells. Right, so that should be enough for the power cells. Got tons of construction comms. Got those internal. Probably need a ton more of the small grid. Get producing a ton more of the motors as well, because you'd always need motors for pretty much everything in this game. Alright, let's see, what else? Gonna need solar panels, so we'll need 32 solar panels and 4 bulletproof. I think we've got enough of that. No, change of mind. Change of mind. Go for wind turbines instead. They're much more useful in this example. Yeah, there we go. So what we'll now do. Start dumping everything across as best as we can. I was saying we'll probably have to come back for a lot of stuff because we're not going to be able to build it all in like one hit. No, don't need that. We'll need the computers. Motors. I'll take a ton of those. So basically, in the meantime, whilst we go and start setting up this rig, we let our assembler do its thing and create more of the stuff for us that we need. I'm glad you guys also enjoyed the Sparks of the Future exploration of the expo. I must admit I enjoyed actually going through it, got tons of good ideas out of it, and can't wait to start implementing them into a non-scenario game of our own. Now I'm still umming and ahhing about the setting, but so far my mind keeps on settling on doing like another space pod based game, just floating around. Ooh, not that tree, flying to Mars. Things like that. Hey, smashing through the trees with the greatest of ease. Oh, there goes another one. Hitting the trees, it does actually do damage to you, so you really ought to be careful if you actually do that yourself. Now let's see, where are we? Gold is 197 meters up that hill. So the question is how we're going to get up that hill. I think I see a slope that we can use. I'm hoping we can get up here. Oh, can we? Oh, I don't know. I think we're actually starting to slip backwards. Yeah, we're starting to slip backwards. Yeah. Just finding a way up is going to be a bit of a challenge. Cool, this mountain is steep. The fact that we can't get up this thing. Oh, come on. I mean, look at this. We can get up that with ease, yeah? And yet we can't get up this mountain? I mean, this is some first generation abuse here. I mean, come on. It's that little hill up there. Let's get a bit more of a run up. See if we can do this. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's change the power to the wheels. You know, see if we can get a bit more grunt out of these babies. Let's change that to 60%. Come on, keep going, keep going. No, 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 no. That's abuse. Oh, and it had to save it whilst we were upside down, right? I mean, you know. Actually, let's check that out just to see whether it is. I mean, if it is, we'll just have to go for a backup. We'll have to most likely then go on foot. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, we're okay here. So you know, what we'll do in that case then. As this mount is going to be an absolute nightmare for... No, I didn't want to do that. For going on foot. What we'll do instead is we'll grab... Why can't I grab the sheet metal? Oh yeah, because you've got to have the power to be able to grab the sheet metal. Okay, so we'll grab as much sheet metal as we can. And we'll start by figuring out where this gold deposit is. Oh, bloody hell. Even getting up there on foot is a nightmare. Yeah, if it wasn't for these so-called launchers in the mountains or something that's making this a no-fly area. You know. There's a little valley there. Right, so I think we're roughly in the area now, so... I mean... Problem is at that sort of angle... Yeah, that doesn't work, so... You're gonna have to get right on top of it. So something like this. So doesn't really always work out this way. So we'll say that little. So we say roughly around about there is our center point. This is going to be fun. So because that's now what. We'll call it 40 down, so we're going to need 2 for the drill and then another 8 for the actually let's go out a few. Another that's interesting. How am I going to do this? Probably have to do what I was doing. This is the problem. You can't, like, say, stretch it out to to the number you need. You got to be inventive in how you actually go up the this entire thing. So that's what, 1. So that's 1 piston so far. So if we go out enough to be able to get in maybe 2 more drill heads either side, it's going to be expensive in terms of parts, but it's going to take quite a number of shuttles, excuse me, back and forth might want to bring our ATV in, grind out some of the mountain to grab gravel for the reactor components. Anyway, so if we say what that is enough, because then that'll create 5, and then we got 2 either side, and then it's going to be, so it's now 2 piston. Oh, sorry. So that's 2.5 pistons so far. Right, let's start. Oh, this mouse really does drive me nuts. Right. Okay, so that'd be 3. I think I went too high there. Let's work this out. Okay. So drill, 1 piston, 2 piston, 3 piston, 4.5 piston. So that's correct, because we now need to create like an arm going out to be able to like put the, whoa, that'll hurt. Tell you what, let's get some blocks in here to be able to start creating like a walkway for us, because otherwise we are going to hurt ourselves badly here eventually. So we want to do what? Create a walkway going alongside of it. This is going to be... No, we don't want to create a walkway going alongside of it. What am I talking about? Because otherwise we won't be able to create the walkway, period. So, if we do that, then at least we've got somewhere we can walk up. Try and get the correct block in. There we go. And then what we can do is go... So we're now over that one, so we need to go 2 more out. Right, in this one, we actually don't want a light armor block. We want to put in a conveyor junction, but for that we need interior plate. So let's head back down to our rover. We've got rid of a ton of stuff. We can then, and whilst we're doing it, because that's bedding into there, this should not fall over. A little bit of a cheek, but there we go. We've got that in place. I mean, if you guys are worried about it being a little too exposed, there we go. We've got another one that's more embedded into the rock face, so we are solid. Oh, this is going to take some time. Got daylight coming back in again. Wish that reactor wasn't so expensive. Ow. Should have bought the other rover as well. Why am I going into it? Not on that one. No, actually. No, I do have the correct rover. Balloon bush. Yes. Turn that on. We'll grab a bit of healing out of that. Look at that. Beautiful. So now, what we'll do, we'll turn the survival kit off. We'll turn this thing off now because we've got the drill roughly in the right place. We don't want to waste too much power in these things. Right, so now let's grab all the interior, as much of the interior plate as we can. How much more room we got? Nothing. So, like I say, this is going to be a long-winded process of like. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We'll take half and half so that we can create the framework. I can then do the rest of the work off camera for you guys. And what am I doing? Just drag that. There we go. And then put it all together. Show you guys what it looks like when it's all put together. Do all the backwards and forthing, and then I also need to drop a waypoint on this sucker because of the fact I couldn't find it. Really? Couldn't step up a simple step. God, what are these astronauts wearing this? Weighing them down so much they can't do a simple step like that. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's go here a sec and we'll drop a waypoint. So we go GPS. We'll go new from current position. And we will call this gold mining platform, and we can call it our gold mining platform in the description, and we'll set it to a yellowy colour. Yeah, so yeah, we'll put that as always visible. So basically, yeah, if we get far enough away, there you go, it's got like it's a nice yellowy colour. We know it's for gold. There we go. So yeah, here we go. So we now got to get up here, go into our third panel. We'll drop in a conveyor junction. Which we need to like start welding up, and then this is going to be interesting. Pistons, where are you, pistons? Because we need the pistons. We need drill heads. Where are you? And the grinder. There we go. So, I mean, this is just a simple. I mean, and I do mean simple drilling rig. I mean, you guys can go to town, customize things even more if you ever wanted to create your own. For me, though, this is proven to be well, if I can actually get up into this thing, quite a decent way of just grinding out the material. I mean, you could go to town. You could add on a you could add on like a refinery. You could add on an assembler. You could create an entire base complex out of this, splitting materials into different containers. You know, stuff like that. I mean, you know, everybody's got their own preference. All right, okay. So I've made a slight miscalculation on this one. So what I'm going to have to do, oops, let's bring up our drill. Make sure we're standing roughly underneath this, because what we're going to have to do, right mouse button, drill out some of this rock to be able to get in our drill head. And that is still not enough according to this. Let me out! It would be nice if I could actually see where it is not working properly. But nah. Okay. I'll take out a bit of that. Take out a bit of that because that's a bit high. We'll definitely get rid of that. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so... Yay! We can now place our mighty drill head. Or at least one of them anyway. Get the rest in. That's going to be an absolute ache. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? We can get one in there. Oh, but guys, do you know what I've forgotten? Most crucial part of this entire endeavour. I've forgotten to put in a rotor. Okay. Now for this, you'd want the advanced rotor. Now the reason behind that is the advanced rotor will allow you to actually convey your materials that you're grinding out through to your refineries or whatever, if you're going to be doing a refinery, you know, stuff like that, or even to some form of storage medium. Alright, so we're going to go 3 that way. And then we're probably going to have... Yeah, we are. We're going to have to drill out a ton more rock. Because look at this. I mean, you think about how this is going to rotate around. You know, we're going to need to... yeah, get rid of this lump here. So yeah, we might really actually seriously want to consider a refinery in here, thinking about it, because the amount of materials that we're going to be going through, it's going to be intense. Bodged that one up bad, so we're going to have to do this. So I've created this like plateau now. I don't really want to create. So alright, let's see. Still need to dig that bit out. I should have made this a lot higher. I mean, hindsight is 20/20 vision, you know what they say. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Get up here, so it's a good start for 10. We are going to need to... drill this material out. Now you could, if you really wanted to, you could actually argue, oh right, you know what, I want that material because of the reactor components and all that, but yeah, we've got an entire planet we can mine for this sort of stuff. Alright, so we've got a little bit, yeah, right there. That was causing a bit of an issue. This might cause an issue, so there we go. Because frankly, at this point, we're only interested in the gold. Yeah. Alright, so that's allowed us to create like our baseline. I have noticed there's still a little bit of a, yeah, if I go on here, wasn't really happy with that. So yeah, so now we've got like our baseline rig. We've got a platform going up to the top there. We've got all of this coming down to our drills. So next, I think what we're going to need to do, critically importantly for this, is we put a couple of blocks here. And put some ramps. Because what I tend to have on my freestanding rigs is a seat, a battery, and some form of energy creation. So yeah, I tend to like going for the big old control seat. I can't really see that much of a difference in many of these, other than slight variances in components. Computers, you're going to need 100 of them anyway, so you know, at the end of the day, it is a case of you make this thing how you want to make it. That's the beauty of an open world survival. Alright, so we've got a battery in there. You can put in as many as you want. I find that one is more than ample, especially if you've got some good high altitude wind turbines, you know, going in your favour. You know, you throw these bad boys in and they will keep you going for, well, forever basically. I mean, we're up in the top of a mountain, or well, part way up a mountain, so we should be okay. Okay, why are you not allowing me to place you? You think I am too close? I may be too close to the situation. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, then we put one there, so we'll slap one there. I'm going to slap two on the other side as well. Just, I mean, I overkill it. Always overkill it. Because I always find that if I follow my instincts on how much is actually required, I always put in too few. So, I think now we've got the baseline in place. I'm going to start welding everything up. Get everything sorted out. It's going to take me a while to get this done. So I will, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit on Lost Colony. I think what I'll do is yeah, I'm going to multi-scenario this particular vid and do a bit of, what's it called, last man standing, and then that way it gives me a little bit of time to actually do some other things with you guys and be able to get this built up. So okay, having all these multiple scenarios means I've got a lot to work with you guys on. So sorry, never surrender, that's what I meant, because I'm still not ready to tackle Frostbite again, personally, even though that you guys are probably champing at the bits for it. But never surrender. This is actually quite a good campaign, and you'll see why in a minute when I go down to the planet. Right, so we've got some options of where we can start from. Last time I did this, I started from on the Earth-like planet, and basically I then found a way to get to space. Now we've already done Space Pod. Yeah, we started off in one of these little bad boys. We for learning to survive. I mean, we're doing a bit of Earth-like with the other campaign. Okay, let's see. I mean, yeah, let's do Earth-like again. Well, basically give me a chance to like build up a bigger base with you guys, and okay, let's have a look. Where are we? Oh, it's dropped us near a nice lush valley. We've got mountains with snow up there, so we've got some ice, which we'll need for O2 and H2 production for a vessel to escape the planet. So we've got options here. Oh dear. It's fallen on its side. Okay. Alright. Okay, so how are we going to get this back onto its base? I don't think we are. Because how are we going to get to we're going to have to grind out this corner just to be able to start this campaign. Just that we can get to the survival pod. I think I ground that down a bit. There we go. Repair that. Okay, so right, do we have jetpacks? So we've got jetpacks on this particular one, so we can get around a bit better. Don't think that's good grammar. As you can see, this has got progression enabled. Alright, so what that means is, because we haven't tackled progression yet in any of the campaigns we've done. Progression means you can come into, press G to go into your toolbar config, and you go to this progressions tab. And as you see, you've got to create certain blocks, which are, it's a bit hard to tell, but highlighted, to be able to open up other blocks, to be able to then create other stuff. So it does make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more challenging, but we can do this. Now, we've got multiple ways we can do this. We can grind this entire unit down, create something from all the parts. We'll still need other bits and pieces though, so it's not 100% practical. We will need to use the survival kit to create more. I'll grab those anyway. To create more materials to begin with, to start off our base of operations. Let's see. There's also other ways we can continue here from here as well. Now, what I would suggest is, in a place where you are near to, start grinding down into the earth and create like a tunnel. I mean, this is just how I do it anyway. I mean, you guys might have a better way of doing things that you guys like. Me create like a well for all this stone, and here we go. We got a little bit of materials now. It's not much. We'll throw it in this end, go into production, and for this we have to create ingots. So I tend to like whack in like a few thou of these. Yeah, about 10 thou, and then that way I've got more of these bags ready for when I throw in more stone. It's going to take a while to get enough to be able to create even the basis lines for a base. But what I'd recommend starting with is a wind turbine. Or at very least a solar power. Alright. The reason why I said about creating a tunnel like this is because then it'd be easy to cover up later on. Alright, there we go. It's starting to create stuff here. So let's create like 10 sheet steel as well, so we'll whack that beforehand. It should create our sheet steel. There we go. I've only been able to create 8 of it. There's 9. There's the rest of it. Alright, so what we'll do, I'm going to start by whacking a block in there. I mean, we are quite low on the planet. I mean, if I just go up, as you can see, we're not exactly high, we're not exactly low as well, so, but, you know, I think a singular wind turbine might actually just start us off. Oh, and the interior plate for that. Let's go in here. Production. Oh yeah, at this stage we can't actually do a pattern blueprint, so we're going to have to sort of work this all out from first principles to be able to create the components. We might have a few more components than we actually need, things like this. But is there any survival? You gotta start somewhere. Okay. Okay, yes, I need what? 2 more for the first interior plate. I need about another 30 more interior. Uh, 8 motors, 20 construction computers. $24 girders, 2 computer. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set it up so that I use only what I need. Oh, that's gone through my mine shaft. Oops. Oh well, not a problem. What we'll do is as you see on the screen, it's showing a space base. Now what that is, that's our destination in this game. We've got to get to this space base so that we can then create a defense against pirates who are coming into the area. Grab all this. Right. Now the other reason you could create an underground base is if you're trying for a particular achievement, which has escaped my mind what it's called. There is a particular achievement you can get for surviving, well, the equivalent of a nuclear holocaust. See if we can find it. Death Wish. Survive Armageddon mode for 5 hours in survival. So basically, if you create like a survival based campaign and you sling on this Armageddon, it won't work in a scenario as far as I'm aware, but if you have like an underground base, it's far easier to just mete out the constant meteor barrages. And basically survive until you've done 5 hours in real time, and then you get the achievement. You can then turn it off if you wanted to, and then keep on with your campaign. You'll have a load of materials all scattered across the landscape, ranging from your basic iron and silicon to gold, platinum, silver. So, it has its advantages, but it can also be very much a challenge, depending on how you want to play the game, really. Yeah, most of this campaign at the moment is just going to be your baseline, drill for resources and refine. Hence why I'm just doing a straight old mine shaft down. So I can go sideways now, down my mine shaft. Oops. Did not mean to do that. The question of how that is still floating in the air is actually something of an intrigue to me now. Right, unfortunately, scrap metal you can't refine until you get a basic refinery. I believe it's basic anyway. Right, scrap all that. What I am going to do then, as that was in the wrong place to begin with, let's put it somewhere else. Somewhere where we're not going to blow it up every 5 seconds just by drilling. Oh, come on, let me put them in my... a few girders out, and then we got our wind turbine. Yeah, at the end of the day though, it's nice getting back into a bit of this. I mean, yeah, holiday was fantastic, a real good time. Real glad I went on this holiday. You know, it was a chance to reconnect with the family, if you will. You know, basically get my head in check as well.
Inventory full.
So... but it's nice to be back with my guys, you know, talking to you guys, you know, showing you guys some of the intricacies of this game. Or at least I will do once we get a base of operations sorted out in this. Probably what we'll do is we'll start off by creating like a mining rig of some kind, and we'll just keep on drilling down and out as best as we can. And yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Alright, so we've got some power. It doesn't look like it's optimal. Whoops, fall down the hole, I don't know. We've got no way of really telling at the moment whether it's optimal, whether it's suboptimal, or whatever. Pardon me. Okay, so we've got a bit of power. So I think the next thing we want to do, take this out a number of blocks, and then create, yeah, basic refinery to begin with. Because if we have a basic refinery in place, we can then take apart our pod, well, that and assembler, basic assembler, and then we can start taking apart our pod. We can also maybe take apart the survival kit and whack it on here somewhere. Tell you what, have we got any more steel plates? No, we don't. So, because I think I just whacked them all in there. Yep, I'm right. Okay. And then we can then start thinking about where we go from here. Yeah, what we build, how we build, do we build? Yeah, all the basic questions of life, the universe and everything, to which the answer is 42. Okay, okay, still play, we won 112. So 100, that would be 112, trust me on that one. 12 20 construction, 10 motor, 10 computer. Alright, there we go. So we've got all that gen down. So a bit more mining, unfortunately. I mean, there is nothing to stop us actually from building this base out, fleshing it out a lot more, so that we create for ourselves like an underground and an overground complex. I've seen people do like these colossal like underground structures, and then I've got like these shafts going up with like lifts for various kinds of vehicle bays under, you know, that are underground. You know, your imagination is your only limitation. That's the way I would put it. You are kidding me. What the hell did I blow up? How on earth did I blow those up when they were a mile away? And that is weird. Okay, well, we're going to have to create 2 more of these sheet steels, so we'll whack them in.
Energy low.
Yeah, that's to be expected. We're doing a ton of drilling. I mean, if I can help it, I want to try and save the pod as much as I can, you know, because if we can convert it into like an aerial vehicle, we can do all sorts of things with it. Maybe turn it into like a mining vessel or something, you know, maybe take off the landing struts from underneath, or create some hinges to bring the landing struts up and around, even though it's not really structurally sound. And so basically we can drill into the earth wherever we want. We can then park it up and basically collect all of our resources off of it. Alright, so let's keep drilling down. Oh, we got an unknown signal. Alright, let's turn on our lights. And it's not that far away, so what we'll do, we'll leave this for now. Let's go for a run. Turn off the lights, put away our tools. Hold on, where's it gone? Special content power. Alright, that's a new one. Okay, these pods can, they got like a twofold use. One, great source of materials early on in game. You know, you can grab a lot of stuff out of it. Sometimes you get things like space credits or plushies and things like that in it, so you can dot those around your base and all that sort of thing. The other good thing about it is they contain like special skins for your astronaut, which you can then trade. If you're on Steam, you can trade it through the Steam. I forget what it's called now because it's been so long since I use it. So yeah, special content. Try your luck to get a new special item. I got the wood helmet. So basically, next time I go to a medical room, I can change the appearance and basically, yeah.
Inventory full.
Wow, really? But I want to leave it. Alright, right, cargo container. Slap that in there. Okay. Get rid of as much out of my inventory as I can. What we'll do, we'll probably have to like slap down a GPS waypoint, come back for the rest of our loot, and then
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
right, okay, let's see if we can slap down another small cargo container. A display in here somewhere? Alright. Okay, so new from current position. That'll do us nicely, just so that we know where to come back to. So, as you can see, sometimes it can be good if you know, especially if you're playing with a group of friends, you want to create a custom appearance, something that you like. I mean, it's like with myself, I'm very much a fan of the assault armor. You know, sort of like a stormtrooper-ish sort of effect, if you will. Yeah, there you go. Raise my helmet so you can see the face. Alright, there's our base ahead. What we'll do, we'll shove what we can. Why don't you let me put that in there? Oh, you're only letting me put in there components that are compatible. Yeah, so some of this other stuff I can't put in because it's not compatible. Alright, so we're going to have to get this sorted out as quick as possible. Right, add to build plan up. Grab what we can out of there. Just drop those there for now. Throw the stone in there. Whilst that's processing now, a little bit of stone, which won't take that long. We'll go back, grab what we can. I mean, we could be absolute gits to ourselves as well. We could add in a threat. Now, depends on how many times you like to die. You could add in wolves and spiders. Now, I don't think spiders appear on the Earth but I think they appear on Triton. But I've never dared the spiders as of yet. Huh? Where's my cargo containers? Oh, don't tell me it's despawned them. grid, that's that. Alright, so there's an outpost on this planet. A small fighter, ready to be claimed by the looks of it. Well, that looks like it's on an asteroid. Respawn pod, platform A. Again, that's on a asteroid somewhere. Oh, that's where the fighter is. Okay. Perimeter defense is incomplete. There's a mining ship that's incomplete. Another outpost. So, yeah. Floating objects. There's those floating objects, but... Ah, brilliant. So what it's done is it's actually... For some reason, it's de-resed them. Right. Okay, so... Okay, let's just race back to... our base. Okay, so... as we've seen, things do dematerialise over time, even if you got the best of intentions. So, again, this is another project. I'll get this basic refinery sorted out, a assembler to go with it, and then basically what we'll do is from there, next episode we'll start building, these will be built up by then, and we will start building something to start drilling into the earth, get the resources for us, so that we start automating our life here on the planet. So be happy, guys. Wish you all well. Hope you are all in the best of health. If not, I hope you're well soon. And I'll see you next episode.